Welcome to my Road to Rim to Rim to Rim series. In early October, I'll be attempting one of my biggest endurance goals yet, crossing the Grand Canyon from rim to rim to rim. Hello. I announced it on Shorts already, but myself and two friends are going to be doing rim to rim to rim at the Grand Canyon in October. I've been wanting to do this for a couple of years now. Last year we were ready to go. We had everything figured out, and then the fires happened, which was tragic. So obviously we've put it off. And then we talked about it again. Didn't really know if it would fit into everyone's schedules. I will say we are a very busy group. It got out of the group chat. We're going, we're doing it. We already booked the flights. We got lodging inside the park, which was amazing. So it's happening. Really excited. This is a major effort. It is a significant distance with a lot of elevation changes. We have been reading lots of blogs, watching lots of videos. Some of us have visited the Grand Canyon already and know what to expect, but we're doing it in one shot in one day, starting really early in the morning and then coming out later in the evening. It's gonna be a lot of work and it's gonna be hard, but I'm really excited and I know that we can do this. We just need to stay healthy and obviously get some distance and mountain-specific training in. But I already feel like I'm behind. So we are officially in week 0. I'm calling this week 0 because I should have started probably several weeks ago. I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of freaking out a little bit just given the shorter time frame that I have to train for this and also everything else going on in life and just the general temperature outside right now. I will not be as prepared for this as I would like to be, but I have to remember that I am coming off of several months of 30 miles or more per week running in the summer. So I'm not coming into this with nothing. I have a pretty good base from which to build, but ideally in a perfect world, I would have had more time, the miles would have been a little higher, so on and so forth, but this is not a perfect world. So over the course of the next 6 weeks, I do have myself building up. Each week, things are gonna get, cats. Each week, things are gonna get a little longer and a little longer, but that's what I'm going to get to as a goal and a checkpoint before a vacation that my daughter and I are taking, which will end up being a deload because I'm gonna be on vacation. On this vacation, I do plan on getting in some mountain time, so that is a plus. The second week of the vacation, I will be in and around mountains, so I'm hoping to be able to get some training in for that. After that vacation, I have another week, and then I have a work trip after that, which has taken me out to California. So once again, I will have an opportunity to have some mountain miles and trail miles. So it's fine. What I really want to focus on is long runs back to back. So I want to be able to do a longer effort and turn around and do another longer effort so that I'm getting that stimulus. Also, another thing that I want to focus in on is nutrition. So that's something I can definitely do in the short time frame. Heat acclimation, which I don't even have to try to do that here. It is what it is. I'm going to be out in the heat, so that's going to come pretty naturally. And then another thing that I'll make sure to focus on are ascending and descending exercises and efforts. So making sure to strength train what the ascent will feel like, those stimulus. I definitely want to make sure to focus on the descent because the first several miles of rim to rim to rim is descending down. I don't want to be cooked for the rest of the distance. So that is a huge item at the top of my list is to train descents. Again, I live in Florida. This is like a fun challenge to get creative around. How do you simulate that? Well, I have a treadmill. I'm going to be on it doing incline runs. I have plenty of parking garages around here. There's a little stair set in my house, like box step up, Stairmaster. We're just going to have to get creative. So welcome to week 0. The fun is beginning. It is officially starting now. I guess I officially started Monday. I just didn't know. I did an easy run on Monday. Yesterday. It was 5.25 miles. This morning I did my fartlek. I did my speed work. I probably would have switched this up knowing I was starting this week, but that's okay. So tomorrow is a rest day, and then Thursday I have a long run. And then Friday I'm gonna do another run. This weekend, I think I'm going to focus on incline runs, start to work those in. So I need to trust the process, my training, my strength, my skills, and my knowledge, and be smart about it. So here we go, welcome. I'll take you guys along. Rim to rim to rim, here we come. Getting ready to run in the morning. So I am going to figure out what I'm going to wear because that feels very important. It's gonna be hot, so I'm gonna go just with a sports bra and probably, these Salomon shorts because they are so comfy. Super, super comfy, these shorts. I wish they still made them, they do not. As far as socks go, probably just my bandit socks if I'm wearing my lighter colored shoes. So I'll put that all out for tomorrow. I like to have everything out, that way I can just not think in the morning. The last thing I want to do is think thoughts at 4 in the morning. Maybe I'll go with a lighter hat tomorrow. Feels like a light hat kind of day. Kit for the morning, and then I'll grab my shoes on the way out. I'm just gonna wind down the evening, probably read a book, and then get ready to go to bed, to wake up super early. See you guys in the morning. Good morning. It is 4:32. It is 80 degrees outside. 80. Let's see what else we have here. So the dew point is currently 75 and there is an 84% humidity, which will climb during my run up to 89. So not great. I'm having a Pop-Tart for breakfast. Switching it up today, and I will also be putting a little bit of scratch in my water just so I have a little extra carbs. Again, knowing how much I will be sweating during this run, I'm going to go ahead and get ahead of that with some sodium and electrolytes. I have my route planned. I'm gonna have breakfast, get dressed, do my thing, and go out on this 80-degree, dark as hell morning. Something that is very important to me during summer is protecting my skin. This is not an ad. I'm not sponsored by this brand. I really like it. My dermatologist recommended it. This is a 50 plus SPF body sunscreen. I also use the daily that has a tint in it, like under my makeup. Even though I'm starting in the dark, when the sun comes up, it will be intense. And at this point in my life, I want to be sure that my skin is protected. And this stuff is sweat proof, so it's great. So make sure you put on your sunscreen, kids. Be heading out the door shortly, but I'll give a quick rundown of what I'm carrying today. I ate these last week and they were so good. This flavor is peach. I have 4 of these, so I'll finish these on the run today. My usual goo, this is my summertime special. It has sodium, extra sodium, and I like the taste. It's light. And then lastly, these goo chews that I got at an event. I just dumped them all and put them in this bag because their bags are really hard to open on a run, and I don't like that. So we're gonna make life easier and put them in a bag. I'm not gonna eat all of these, but I just take them anyway. I also have my handheld that I will fill up with water before I leave, cold water, and then I'm sure I'll fill it up at a water fountain somewhere on the route. I need to feel good on this run, and I also need time to recover, and whenever I fuel and hydrate, I feel better when I'm running, and I feel better when I'm recovering, and really that's the most important thing. So everyone is different. Not everybody needs all this, but I do. The age that I'm at, being a woman, recently on my period, I want to make sure that I'm taking care of myself. And as I am leading into rim to rim to rim training, I'm going to be doing a lot of back-to-back long runs, which means that I need to be recovered as best I can be. This will help me on the first run to feel better for that second run. Your mileage may vary, quite literally, but this is what works for me, and I will continue to do it. Another thing that I do in summer that I find quite hilarious, but it works and it makes me feel cleaner, is carrying a bag First of all, I put my phone in, keep moisture out. But in the bag, I carry this like tiny little washcloth. I'm pretty sure this is from my daughter when she was an infant. It is. I mean, that's where it came from. I've kept these because they're really soft little washcloths, and I put it in there. And then when I take a gel or if I stop somewhere to fill up water, I just clean myself off. Yeah, it's just your sweat doesn't evaporate here in the humidity, so you just stay drenched, and that's not a fun feeling. So I will towel off and then go about my way. It also helps with your phone. If your phone gets wet from sweat, your fingers are wet, and you're trying to do stuff. So I never said that running in Florida in summer was glamorous. It is not. I feel disgusting basically all summer long, but this is like a way that I can help to mitigate that. So, okay, I have talked enough. I'm going to finish this coffee and get out of here. Froggy friend, I'm just getting some water here. I am 6 miles in. I'm halfway done. And as you can see, I'm drenched, which is nothing new. So I'm gonna take some salt pills, have some water, wipe off, and then keep going. Whew. 12 miles, done. Here it is. Hi, buddy. Hi. I need a Gatorade so bad. That felt amazing. I'm gonna dry off and then head to work because it's Thursday and I go into my office, so. Long run done, and then I will stack another longish run tomorrow on my tired legs. I am about to go into work, gonna get dressed and go in. Yeah, I'll pop the deets up here on the screen, but Coro's hit me with a fair on efficiency for this one, so thanks, I guess. I don't know. Yeah, maybe my effort was higher perceived given the conditions. I don't know. I think at this point and going into like the rest of the summer, I need to like not ignore the data, but ignore some of the readings that it's giving me because it is rough out there and I am truly doing my best. I don't have any breakfast. I just realized I did not remake my overnight oats. So that's tragic. I did have my coffee with creatine. So I've got my creatine and my water. I'm gonna go to work. Hopefully it will be a good day. I'm not feeling super tired. Like I feel like I got a good night's rest. On mornings that I run, I feel like I have lived 1,000 lives. Like it's only 8:39 and I feel like I've had a full day already. Actually, I changed my mind. I have one of these in the fridge and I'm just still feeling thirsty. So I'm gonna drink my protein today. I also am gonna make a yogurt little bowl to have for breakfast. And then I did not make my lunch, so that was a fail. I really like making that in advance so that I can just grab it and go, especially when I'm running behind like I am now. But I didn't do that, so fail on my part. So it's not a big deal, but I'm gonna do this yogurt bowl. For this bowl, I do like a couple scoops of Greek yogurt. I also put like a tiny little bit of almond milk because it ends up being like a thick concoction that I do. And I have some of this at my desk, so I'm gonna wait to pour it in, but this is basically granola. It's a dupe of the Purely Elizabeth. It's grain-free and I love it. So I'll mix that in when I get to work. And I also have peanut butter at my desk that I'll mix in too. What I will add at home are some blueberries, these wild blueberries that are frozen, and then bananas frozen. I don't have any fresh, but I do flash freeze bananas because I buy them at Costco so that I can easily like add them to smoothies or bowls like this. So, I mean, not bad. Sometimes I do like to mix it up. The overnight oats can get old after a while. So. Okay, I'm gonna wrap this up and head in finally. Pizza and poker. Let's see, she's probably gonna beat me because she's way better at this game than I am. So we'll see.
It's not skill, it's luck.
It's not skill, it's luck, she says.
I'm gonna drop 2.
However, I don't know what I'm doing, so there's that. Okay, I'm gonna drop 1 because I think I have a pretty good hand here.
I think I have a pretty good.
And then do I drop? I pick up a card?
Yeah.
Aw.
My luck. My luck. Look at this, guys. My luck.
It's a game of luck, I guess. Okay.
Okay, show your cards. All 7s. I got all of them in the deck. I got every single 7 in the deck on the first hand.
So sick. Good morning. It is Friday. Thank goodness. I have to make this quick because I have to get out and run, and it is already 8:07 and it is sunny and it's hot. So I gotta go. But today is going to be part of my back-to-back longish in the build. I did 12 miles yesterday, and the plan today is to do 8 so that I'm running another longish distance on tired legs. I wish I could have started earlier, but again, parenting. I had to wake up, get the kiddo ready, and get her to summer camp. So I'm gonna get out the door now and get it done. And hopefully I will not combust out in the sun, but I'm gonna get my water ready and head out the door. So here we go. Okay, I am 1 mile in. It is so humid. Like, insanely, oh, pretty. There's 1 mile. So, gonna stay close to the water fountains today. 2 miles in, and I found some shade. I may end up just looping this until it's time to run home just to make it easier. No, sometimes I wonder why I couldn't have taken up another hobby like fishing. It looks so pleasant out there. That looks so pleasant compared to what I'm doing right now. 4 miles. We are halfway done. I'm gonna run 2 more here and then head back towards the house. Oh my God. Okay, so just hit 5 miles. I'm gonna fill up my water here and then scoop up another mile before heading back. Yeah, it's overcast right now, which is a freaking blessing. So overall, I'm feeling pretty good. Definitely ready to like towel off though, for sure. So water and head back. We just love it here. We love it here. But the run is done. Gotta love that. Woo, okay, I am done with my first back-to-back longish run of the build. So as mentioned, I did 12 miles yesterday. Today was 8. And those numbers will continue to tick up, but I felt like this was a good way to handle week 0, if you will. The run was good. I felt all right. My legs actually didn't feel sore at all, which is a great sign. I'm sweaty, so I don't want to sit on my nice chair. So I'm gonna have a seat on my stool. Okay, where was I? I took 2 salt tabs at like 3.5 miles just to kind of replace that sodium that I was losing from sweating. I actually ended up taking a gel when I stopped for water around mile 5. I debated taking the gel. I took it on the run, but I debated taking it because this is like one of those distances that it's like, I don't really need a gel, but it wouldn't hurt to take one kind of thing. So I took it. I kind of look at these things as like, I'm putting this in the bank of recovery. You know, I felt good. I was able to push the run at the end. So I'm glad I took it. So anyway, I'm rambling, but I'm going to go get cleaned up. And thanks for joining me on those 2 back-to-back runs. I'm really hopeful. That actually felt good. Even with as hot as it was and as humid as it was, I think my body is adapting, which is really exciting. So I'm not saying I enjoy it, but my body is adapting, which makes it a little better. So, okay, bye-bye. I am up and checking on my plants this morning. They are not doing well because of this heat. So I'm going to give them some fertilizer. I've got a banana pepper plant that's doing pretty well. They're definitely turning red. Tomato that's struggling, same with this one. Lots of pollinator plants. These are just doing their own thing. And then randomly a pumpkin that grew out of a pumpkin that I put in here last year, I guess. It's interesting. I don't know if I'll get a pumpkin, but maybe. And then lastly, pineapple that looks ready to pick. So I'll come out here and pick that later. It's a little small, but it's starting to ripen. Also some herbs, oregano, basil, parsley that I cut back, and my bell pepper that I did harvest some fruit from. I did get 2 peppers, but I noticed the drainage wasn't great in this pot, so I drilled some more holes and I'm letting it kind of come back to life. I'm sure someone is gonna watch this and tell me I'm doing this wrong. That's fine. I'm gonna do the rest of these plants and then go back in because I'm already sweating. There's a little squirrel. Hi, buddy. It's okay. You can eat the food. I feel bad for them too right now. I put water out for the birds and the squirrels, and I've got a couple feeders. Ooh, actually, some more sugar water in the hummingbird feeder. Well, breakfast this morning. I wish I had some avocado. I do not. I will definitely be buying some today, but just scrambled up some eggs with some crusty bread that I had made and put some feta and tomatoes on there. So going to eat that, finish up my coffee, and then I've got some grocery shopping to do today. I am dressed and I am getting ready to go out and run some errands. I have some groceries I need to pick up, so I'm gonna head out. I wanna get over to H Mart before it gets busy. 9:30, I'm gonna head over there, pick up some things, and then we'll see what the day brings. But let's go before everyone and their mother gets to H Mart. This is the little food court here. Spend hours in the store. Okay. Thank you so much. Have a good day. I just got back from the store. The little checkout thing that I got to spin the wheel. I got these little called top fruit, and looks like a mango flavor of fudge. It's also called juice candy. So I've never had this, but I will try it. I love these little chocolate mushrooms. It's got like a little cookie with the little mushroom chocolate topping. These are so good. This brand in particular, the Korean version. I love these. But my main reason for the trip were two things. Number one, I wanted to buy a steamer basket. Dolly, really? Did not appreciate that. I have been cooking dumplings in like a pan for a while, and I wanted to up my game. So very excited. I got one of these little guys, and I also picked up some steamer basket liners. So I'm excited to learn about this and how to use it. This is how my dumplings always come at restaurants, so I wanted to own one myself. The other reason that I went there was to get a nice bag of sushi rice. I am going to be making some onigiri later. I bought avocado, which I mentioned this morning that I wanted. I already have my seaweed sheets that I bought there before. I also bought some sushi grade tuna, so I'm gonna make some onigiri later. I've been wanting to get into having more rice-based foods before runs, like maybe more savory type snacks. I always see videos of people who take these like rice balls on hikes, and it just looks so good. It's like so different from the typical fare. I'm gonna give that a go, see what I come up with. Cats are fighting on my table. Get down, why don't you? I bought a few other things too. I got some Taiwanese bok choy, which I had never seen before, but it looked good. I got some fruit. I got some more of those little mango ice creams. My daughter loves them. They're like shaped like fruits. I'm gonna take it easy today. I've got some cleaning to do around the house, laundry, and then I'll cook later. And that is a wrap for this week. I will end this video with a little onigiri making. All in all, I hit 34 miles this week, including 2 longer runs and my treadmill session today, which featured some hilly interval runs on my treadmill. This workout was really great. I really enjoy the Peloton instructors, specifically Bex Gentry. The hill class she did today was exactly what I needed. It was the perfect mix of recovery as well as running at effort on inclines. It's crazy to think that week 0 is in the books, the training has officially begun, and the Grand Canyon is 1 week closer. I hope you'll continue to follow along as I try to fit in this training into everyday life as a working parent. And much like my skills at making onigiri, I'm not perfect at something the first time I try it, and I make plenty of mistakes. That's part of the process, it's part of the journey, and it makes the results that much sweeter when you do start to get it right. If you enjoyed this behind the scenes look at a week in training, please give the video a like. It definitely helps my content get out to a larger audience. And if you'd like to see future videos in this series, consider subscribing so you don't miss out. So let's continue to count down together to rim to rim to rim, and I'll see you guys in the next video.